What's going on, YouTube? It's your Shirley Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the Sticks. We got a really good game here against Quick to React. I am the Cowboys. My opponent is the Broncos, so we got a good big time matchup here. DeMarco Murray is just a beast. What did I say? He's a beast, or he's a fumbler? He does fumble in real life every now and then as well. But fortunate there to start off the game with a fumble. I'm running the new defense out of the Cincy playbook. Got some rave reviews on it. A lot of premium members are loving it. Some people bought the individual guide. I've had a decent amount of tweets, with people saying they love the pressure and the coverage and all that good stuff. So we're hard at work after that patch to really come up with a product that would be able to take your D to the next level and have you feel confident again with being able to get stops with pressure to coverage, to A gaps, B gaps, dual edge, run defense, all that good stuff. So we will be updating the guide as well as the year goes on, and we have one gameplay up. We'll probably put up a couple more gameplays of you've seen us use the defense. Maybe we'll have Kilo or somebody else put up another gameplay video so you can see a different perspective just besides just mine, so that should help as well. Well, let's get to a little bit of college football. I'm a college football buff, went to and graduated from the University of Alabama, and live and die Crimson. Crimson's just in my blood. It's not just a regular red, it's a crimson red. So we had a hell match in Death Valley where Alabama's dreams come to live. We somehow have been pulling out some wins from that place, and it's been some crazy good games. And this year was yet another really good game. We had, it looked like we were down in the dumps once again. Every time we lose, I swear, it's missed field goals and special teams. It screws us somehow. And once again, we fumbled again. It reminded me of T.J. Yeldon fumbling in 2012 on the A&M game. And then, we had Christian Jones, Ole Miss, fumbled the kickoff return and all that stuff. So our defense was able to get a stop, force a field goal with 50 seconds left, and Blake Sims has clutch in his jeans. He missed a couple touchdown throws early on in the game. Look at that blitz, screaming. Look at that. I think my opponent right there, I believe, blocked 7 players. There was a couple times he was sick of the blitz and started blocking 7. If your opponent blocks 7, play some coverage defense. Now he's trying to hit me with the screen. But back to the Alabama game. I think the second half had a really good back and forth matchup. Just because there's not 100 points being scored doesn't mean it isn't a good game. For example, so LSU got to a couple different third downs. We were playing man coverage, and the quarterback was able to scramble around and pick up the first downs via scrambling. And so then we counter that with playing zone defense, where we're looking at, in the backfield so we can see if the quarterback is trying to scramble out, take away the scramble, get a stop, and then the very next or a couple formations later on in the game, LSU gets back to a 3rd down and 4, and they have this white guy at receiver, supposedly reliable hands, and they do, look at this, blocking 7. That's what this defense will do to you. But and I still get an interception. But so they do this route. The guy in the slot, this little white guy in the slot, does this like delay drag kind of hitch route. Does a really good job of having a couple cross routes. Have the zones get sucked back into those, and for a nice easy 4 or 5 yard completion to be able to move the chains. Cameron with a great play call. However, the guy dropped it. So it was a really cool back and forth seeing like the different strategies of how both between Cameron and Kirby Smart, and then forget the LSU Chavis, and then Lane Kiffin going back and forth. So it was really cool. And then Lane Kiffin drawing an amazing play. Look at this, Hail Mary to end the half. Just sickens me. But play action, we got you, man. You're not going to be able to throw on play action either. The blitz still comes in. But, it was just a great back and forth matchup, and really great game. I think, what's crazy, what I feel like is different from the SEC and a lot of these other conferences, you play one heavyweight matchup. Michigan State played Oregon, lost by 21 or whatever, and then they didn't play anybody until November when they had to play Ohio State. Whereas Alabama, we play we play LSU at Death Valley, and then we have to come back home and play the number 1 team in the nation, Mississippi State. It's tough. It's tough sledding in that SEC West. So overall, my top 4 teams, I personally have Florida State as number 1, Mississippi State number 2, Alabama number 3, and my number 4 team is I don't really know who it is, who it should be. Oregon has all the making for the number 4 team, but they have some key injuries. They got injured, another offensive line or tight end got injured again for Oregon. I just don't think they're deep enough as a team, and I think when it comes to the playoffs, they'll end up collapsing. But then once again, like TCU, if somebody puts up 61 points on you in a game, should you be able to go to the college football playoff? I don't know. And, Danny Cannell, all these people are raving about, TCU beat West Virginia, by 1 point or whatever. Alabama beat them by 10. Everyone said Alabama is bad because we only beat West Virginia by 10 points. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So, the number 4 spot, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is number 4? I think it's going to be, or who do I think it should be? It's probably TCU at the end of the day. I don't know. Arizona State made a little good case, and look at Notre Dame. What just trash, man. Put them against good competition, they're gonna falter. When you're barely beating a team at average teams week after week. Once a blue moon you can have, you barely beat a average team, but every single week, and they did in 2012 too. They just didn't falter in 2012, and then this year, I played Florida State in a really good close game. Got up for that game, and then they played Arizona State, and Arizona State hung 50 on them. So Notre Dame is who we thought they were. Now go join a conference. Talk about a diving interception. Look at that. Wow. But let me know. College football, it's just heating up. This playoff is just making college football so much better, bringing so much more intrigue. And I can't wait to shut up Joey Galloway and Danny Cannell with when Alabama was able to pull out this win this Saturday. Anyways, check out the Cincinnati defense. Just go to MaddenTurf.com. You'll start enjoying Madden a little bit more, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So right here, as the game is pretty much over, it's a 2-score game. I just got to execute on offense, just keep making first downs, just feeding to DeMarco Murray and passing it to him, running it with him, and opponent gets me to a 4th down, hit him with a nice little playmaker and get the first down. He rage quits out. Good game by my opponent, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Who's your top 4 teams in the comment section below. See you on the sticks.